Hello, everybody. It's that time of day again. It's story time. I've got my frumpy reading sweater on. What we got to drink today? Nice glass of cool water. Well, let me get some reading glasses here. When I was younger, just a little boy, I used to sit on my father's knee. And he had a book. It was actually my book, but it was a great big book. And this book had Mother Goose nursery rhymes in it. It had hundreds of nursery rhymes in it. And I would make Dad read it over and over and over. And the rhymes were marvelous little rhymes. Some of them had to tell about life a century or so ago. Others told of how things were made. Others were just a cute little rhyme to entertain children. But this amused me for hours, and I would have my father read these things over and over and over. Well, the book has long since fallen apart and gone away, but I found a whole lot of my favorites right here online. So I'm going to read them to you today. Okay? I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Okay, sit back, relax. You ready? Let's begin. Pease Porridge Hot by Mother Goose. Oh, I should tell you, these are all by Mother Goose. The problem is nobody knows who Mother Goose is, or who Mother Goose was. They think Mother Goose was, and they think maybe Mother Goose was, but it's basically a collection of rhymes from little villages and all over the place. Okay, let's begin now. Pease porridge hot. Pease porridge hot. Pease porridge cold. Pease porridge in the pot, 9 days old. Yankee Doodle. Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony, stuck a feather in his hat, and called it macaroni. Three Little Kittens. Three little kittens lost their mittens, and they began to cry. "Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear that we have lost our mittens." "What? Lost your mittens, you naughty kittens? Then you shall have no pie." "Meow, meow, meow. Then you shall have no pie." The three little kittens, they found their mittens, and they began to cry. "Oh, mother dear, see here, for we have found our mittens." "Put on your mittens, you silly kittens, and you shall have some pie." Purr, purr, purr. "Oh, let us have some pie." The three little kittens put on their mittens and soon ate up the pie. "Oh, mother dear, we greatly fear that we have soiled our mittens." "What? Soiled your mittens, you naughty kittens?" Then they began to sigh. Meow, meow, meow. Then they began to sigh. Three little kittens, they washed their mittens and hung them out to dry. "Oh, mother dear, do you not hear that we have washed our mittens?" "What? Washed your mittens? Then you're good kittens." "But I smell a rat close by." Meow, meow, meow. We smell a rat close by. Polly put the kettle on. 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 We'll all have tea. Sukey, take it off again. Sukey, take it off again. Sukey, take it off again. They've all gone away. Sing a song of sixpence. Sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 24 blackbirds baked in a pie. When the pie was open, the birds began to sing. Wasn't that a dainty dish to set before the king? The king was in his counting house, counting out his money. The queen was in the parlor, eating bread and honey. The maid was in the garden, hanging out the clothes. Along came a blackbird and snipped off her nose. Ring around the rosy. Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. There was a crooked man. There was a crooked man, and he walked a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread, and whipped them all soundly, and put them to bed. Excuse me. Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, prick it, and mark it with a B. Put it in the oven for baby and me. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells, and pretty maids all in a row. Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Little Jack Horner. Little Jack Horner sat in the corner, eating a Christmas pie. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum, and said, "What a good boy am I." Little Boy Blue. Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. But where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under a haystack, fast asleep. Little Bo-Peep. Little Bo-Peep has lost her sheep, and can't tell where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, bringing their tails behind them. Little Bo-Peep fell fast asleep, and dreamed she heard them bleating. But when she awoke, she found it a joke, for they were still all fleeting. Then up she took her little crook, determined for to find them. She found them indeed, but it made her heart bleed, for they left their tails behind them. It happened one day as Bo-Peep did stray into a meadow hard by. There she espied their tails side by side, all hung on a tree to dry. She heaved a sigh and wiped her eye, and over the hillocks she ran, and tried what she could, as a shepherdess should, that each tail be properly placed. Leap Year Poem. 30 days hath September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, excepting February alone, and that has 28 days clear and 29 in each leap year. Ladybird, Ladybird. Ladybird, Ladybird, fly away home. Your house is on fire, and your children all gone. All except one, and that's little Anne. And she has crept under the warming pan. Jack be nimble. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick. Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got and home did trot, as fast as he could caper, to old Dame Dob, who patched his knob with vinegar and brown paper. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Papa's going to buy you a mockingbird, and if that mockingbird won't sing, Papa's going to buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring turns brass, Papa's going to buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass gets broke, Papa's going to buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat won't pull, Papa's going to buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull turn over, Papa's going to buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover won't bark, Papa's going to buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down, you'll still be the sweetest little baby in town. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. One a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. One a penny, two a penny, hot cross buns. This little piggy. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had none. This little piggy went wee, 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 all the way home. Hey diddle diddle. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. Hickory dickory dock. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck one. The mouse down he run. Hickory dickory dock. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? As much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. It's raining, it's pouring. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man's snoring. He got into bed and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning. Ba, ba, black sheep. Ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for the master, and 1 for the dame, and 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. There was a crooked man. There was a crooked man, and he walked a crooked mile, and he found a crooked sixpence against a crooked stile. He bought a crooked cat, which caught a crooked mouse, and they all lived together in a little crooked house. I think we read that one just a moment ago. Well, and that is all the rhymes I have with me right now. I hope you enjoyed them all. I did, and I remembered most of them from when my father read them to me. Well, have yourself a good day. You take care of each other. You take care of yourself. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye now.